Welcome back everyone to another NRG on the Amstrad CPC, and here is an oddity. Now this is an interesting odd game that I can't find much information on, but we do know it's a kind of a Dynamite Dan, Manic Miner, Chucky Egg kind of style game, single screen platformer, collect the items and move on to the next screen kind of thing. Got a little bit more detail to it than that, and we don't even know it's actually a real name. Most commonly it's known as the Polluting Bacteria, so here it is, by Indescomp, and released in 1985 on the Amstrad, of course. Sometimes it's called Fugaza, I don't know. But also it's on the Spectrum, it's also on the ZX Spectrum, and it's known as Exterminator, not to get confused with the other Exterminator on the 8-bit platforms, the sort of, you know the one with the hand that you control, exterminating all the bugs in the room. Anyway, let's not get bogged down with all that. Like we can see, we've got some lots of colour and lots of movement going on here. It's what we like. This is an early title, so we don't expect too much in the way of really detailed sprites, but we've got some nice chunky sprites. Colour is all in there. Plenty of movement, maybe a bit too much movement for me. Like I said, there's lots of little things moving around in the background, which gives it a bit of life and a bit of sort of joy. Look at that little trumpet sprite thing down at the bottom there. Isn't that fun? That thing's annoying, that yellow fish thing. Yeah, so it's got a lot of interesting dynamics to this game that I still haven't fully worked out. And I've been playing it for the best part of a couple of hours, and there's, like I say, hardly any information on this game. So the point is, you basically go into these little rooms, which you can access by going into there and destroy. Well, I got destroyed there by a bloody bacteria, I guess. Destroy these bacterias and collect the. I guess they're supposed to be syringes and antidotes. I'm going for that. One of them looks like a capsule, like a vial of an antidote, the blue one. The other one, possibly a dispensing bottle. I don't know. Oh come on! Oh, I just shot that guy. You can fill up your oxygen levels, and you can fill up your shots as well on the sort of like the door screen when you're entering these different rooms. And what are these strange skeletons in these? I don't know what's going on. They're eggs, by the way, down there. They're broken eggs, and they eject fire if you hang around too long. I like the transition there. Yeah, that yellow fish thing. If you hang around too long, that starts to dart around the screen. And if it catches up at you, it will teleport you back to the main screen, which is a bit odd. Don't quite work that out. There's lots of hazards here as well. It's interesting to work out what is a hazard and what isn't a hazard. For instance, the blue sort of fizzy stuff there with the skull and crossbones on, that's a hazard. But the egg thing at the bottom, that's not a hazard. But all these red things are, these moving red things, and they're really annoying, and they move very quickly and extremely erratically. I can't seem to find a pattern with them. They don't seem to have any kind of pattern at all, so this is randomly darting around the place, much like you did get a lot with these kind of sort of like platform games, single screen platform games at the time. No real patterns, just complete randomness all the way. Random number generators to depict their behaviour, which is irritating and sometimes, especially when you spawn directly under one. Okay, you can only exit when you've collected at least one of the 2 items in the room. Oh, look at this, look. There you go, I just said that. Spawn directly underneath him, cannot go anywhere. And that's game over. It's bloody hard, this. I'm only guessing that you have to basically enter all the rooms, A to T, in the top corner there, and fumigate all the rooms. So basically remove all the enemies and collect both the 2 items. I'm assuming one's an antidote, and I'm assuming one's a spray can. I'm going to go with that. Who knows? So there's an egg there, and this thing is they're so random. Their behaviour is so random. 1 minute they'll suddenly dart down and bang, got you. And shoot him. Yes, there we go. Nice little gunshot sound. Nice little effect as well. That's not bad. Oh, this yellow thing's out. It's probably going to get me. I'm going to hide it. So I can't get it through the door yet. And back to the main screen. Like I say, in the two corners there, you've got your bottles of oxygen and you've got your additional firepower. Oh, crap. Let's try that again. And also, these entrances to the rooms appear completely random. It's there's a lot very random about this game that I don't quite sure what's going on. Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to have another go and call it a day. It's very tricky to manoeuvre around as well. It's got this strange sort of jetpack mechanic where if you press up, which will go directly up, which is good, but then to maintain on the level side, you just got to basically left or right while getting to the height that you want to do. And you won't drop, you just go that way. But you will drop if you release any control at all. You'll naturally just drop. So it's an interesting game mechanic to get hold of. I'd say the main sprite's not too bad. I'll tell you what, the music's not too bad either. Even though it comes across as really annoying at first, it's actually not too bad. And that's a nice level. I mean, that looks pretty. That's quite a nice little design level there. Plenty of variance of colour for a very early game. Yeah, that's pretty good. And there's some nice turn of speed there as well. There was a little bit of slowdown now and then when there's a lot going on, when there's a lot of movement on screen. But for the moment, oh, this guy's coming down and I'm dead. You see, total random behaviour. There's no way I would have known that thing was going to do that. Absolutely ridiculous. So therefore, this is the reason why this game is frustrating. It looks like it has very much potential to be a fun sort of platform classic in that kind of manner. But it's just so frustrating with the randomness of the bad guys and the enemies and very, very, very cheap deaths. It is insanely irritating. And I actually partake the Spectrum version, and the Spectrum version is actually a lot fairer. It's nowhere near as pretty. With these lovely chunky colourful graphics, but it's not bad, and it's actually a little bit more playable because these bacteria things don't dart around the place so ridiculously quick, and you've got a lot more chance to sort of like get your gun on them. So that's like that version's called Exterminator, but the premise is exactly the same as far as I can work out. But it's oh, that's an interesting room. Okay, we have a lift thing in the middle there. So see if we can. This dude gonna come up? No, he's not. You got these weird sort of rain shower things. They could be teleporters. I don't know. Hello, bang, you're gone. Lovely little blood splat there when it sort of like goes. That's what it looks like anyway. You know, look at this HUD at the side. It's lit up like a Las Vegas sign. What's all that about? It's very weird. It's flashy. Look at me. Yeah, mate, you just the HUD at the side. You just display information. I don't care. So either one of the two doors you can escape from if you've got one of the items, but ideally you need two, I believe, to sort of like blob the room out. I still don't know why the certain rooms will flash on the side there. See if I can shoot this dude. Oh no! Ooh, come on, shoot him. No. I've just suffered from bad collision detection there, and I believe that's it. So I'll leave it be there. That is the polluting bacteria or fumigator, or Fumiga, on the Amstrad CPC 1985. Stay well, everyone. Novabug out. Hey, Novabug here. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please support the channel by liking and commenting, and of course subscribing if you haven't already done. If you would like to support me further, please consider joining my bug army via Patreon. And also don't forget to follow me over at Facebook, Twitter, BitChute and Twitch. And finally, a very special mention to my bug army generals Sam M, Sweet Nanook and Craig Harrison. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Novabug out.